and the stakeholders who are implementing the restocking program in Gulu City, Gulu District, Omoro District, Agago District, Amuro, and Nwea. The only districts that did not come include Kitgum, Lamour, and Padang. So the committee will invite them to Kampala at Parliament and get reports from them. As you could have followed from the presentations, there are districts that are doing well and we commend them, but there are districts that have a lot of gaps and we encourage them to improve. What the committee is doing is part of our oversight function. We are looking at the performances, and this is the first phase of the implementation. This is a program that will run for about 7 or even more years. That will cost trillions of shillings. Remember, there are several households. Actually, sub-region alone has almost 400,000 households. And so when you look at covering all the households, that is a lot of money. And so we are doing our best on behalf of Parliament. We are doing our best as a committee to make sure we assess the performance of this program, but also all the people implementing accountable. We have detected some fraudulent practices in some areas where people smuggle beneficiaries from other places to a place where they don't belong. We have also detected practices of rewarding relatives, friends, and in-laws. We have also detected practices where leaders want to use their positions to benefit first instead of caring about the people they lead. And we have also detected practices where some of the technical people indulge themselves into extorting money from the poor citizens to benefit. These are practices that we do not want. And so as a committee, we are still doing our fact-finding, and we will be able to produce a good report to Parliament, which report should guide the implementation in the next phase. Our expectation is that this financial year, when the second year of implementation begins, the mistakes, the irregularities, the anomalies that have been detected will have been addressed. And we are going to be very tough. You see, when we refer people to the police, to the CID, somebody may think we are just referring. But you see, that is already one step to prosecution. Because the people who have been referred to the police, their statements are being picked. The police will do proper investigation. The files will be prepared, and those who will be found to have committed crimes. And such crimes include falsification of information, obtaining money from people, corruption, because when you decide to put in your relatives instead of following the procedures, the moment these processes are discovered by the investigation arm, they will guide on the next course of action, which may even end up to court for prosecution. So, and we are very serious on that. And if there are people who think we are joking, they should wait for the outcome. We are only trying to do our job in a manner that is within our powers. But for those who think it's a joke, okay, they can wait and see. Yeah.